Hi, good afternoon. My name is Lady Mama Do, but my real name is Alberta Fergus, and I'm screaming from Bronx, New York, from my home. Today, I would like to talk about this issue with the president, the former president of the National Advancement for Colored People, the NAACP. And I've, looked at many of the people who have been applauding her and saying, well, if Bruce Jenner has the right to be referred to as a woman, then she has the right to be, referred to as a black woman. As a black woman, I kind of reject that theory because this is not about an issue of race. It's a legal matter. It's a issue about falsifying information to obtain a position of benefits. We all know her name I'm referring to, and I hope that I'm pronouncing it right, Rachel's Dolezal. I hope that I'm pronouncing it right. But anyway, we all know that on most applications that when you even go on a job, um, there's always a box asking you what your nationality is, whether you're black, race, Afro-American, Hispanic, Chinese, or some other nationality. When you make an application out, and on most applications, it always states if you falsify any information on the application, your application can be denied, can or will be denied. You are also can be imprisoned or fined or both, imprisonment and or fine or both. I know a lot of people are applauding you, Miss Rachel Dolezal. However, I cannot, as a Afro-American woman. Um, I don't think that if I wanted to be passed as white, I would be accepted. However, I don't feel that you have any justifiable excuse because you had the opportunity to be white by day and black by night. You could be a white woman in the day and um, perpetrate a crime as a black woman, and they would be looking for a black woman instead of a white woman, and vice versa. You could also go into a restaurant as a white woman and be treated much different than I would if I went into that same restaurant, and I would be treated based on the color of my skin. It's okay that you want to be black, but you have no idea what it is to be a black woman. You have no idea of the struggle of a black woman. And no matter how much you want to perpetrate yourself or pass yourself off as a black woman, you have never felt the sting of the injustices a black woman or black man has endured in America. You may have two children, but they are biracial. And you, being their mother, could go into a restaurant with your two biracial children, and they still will not be accepted as white because they are not. Obama is the president of the United States, and his mother was white, and he still has not been accepted or passed as white because he has a drop of black blood. Now, look at me. Take a real good look at me. Do you really think that if wanted to be passed off as a white woman, that would be accepted? No, it would not. I would be hauled into a psychiatric ward, label I'm insane, I'm crazy, all of these negative derogatory names I would have attached to me. There's also the problem of you falsifying documents. I mean, when you got this office, any person that's holding a public office has to undergo, excuse me, an investigation into their background. You have to submit documentation, birth certificate, social security number. And I'm trying to wonder, do you have two social security numbers? One for a black woman and one for a white woman? Do you have two birth certificates? One for a black woman and one for a white woman? Because I can't understand how you got around pulling this off. And I'm pretty sure that you had some help, that this has been a secret for a very long time. But it just recently evolved after Bruce Jenner came out of the closet. Now you want to come out of the closet to reveal that you're a black woman. I guess this was your stand to get your fame a moment of stardom. But I resent the fact that you played yourself off as a black woman. That is an insult. The NAACP was an organization established to fight against the discrimination against people of color. How do you feel that you have advanced us? And during all of this time, during the Eric Gardner, the Trayvon Martin, and the child, the brown child in tech, nobody, I haven't heard you say one thing or come in and represent. So how do you feel that you passing yourself off as a black woman has helped toward the advancement of colored people? Because we are still fighting this war of racism. We are still being racially profiled every day of our lives. Yet you have the opportunity of changing your stripes. White in the day could be white at night, and black at night or black in the day. I resent that you broke the law. And the law says that nobody is above the law. So you and all those et al. That was involved should face the consequences and be accountable for your actions. There are people in jail doing time for less crimes than what you have perpetrated. And there are people in jail that did falsified information on documents, and they're paying the consequences. Why should you escape that when you willingly and willfully conspired to deceive? You took an oath to uphold the law. You took an oath to represent the law. To be vigilant and honest. You betrayed that office. Opportunity to resign. But how many people are doing time in jail for committing the same act that you did? Why should you get a pat on the back while they're doing time? You are a prime example of the fruits of the poisonous tree. Yes, I am not an attorney, but I do know what the fruits of the poisonous tree means. It's to evidence that has been tainted. And once evidence has been tainted, it cannot be used in the court of law. Fruits from the poison is considered. So I say to you and to the general public out there, no one is above the law. If you was to falsify documents, you would be under arrest. You would be fired off your job. How many people have gotten fired off their job for making a false statement on their application? How many people have been deprived of benefits because they made a false statement?